Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Thursday, September 9th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 675 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. A Chicago woman who missed her flight at a Florida airport said there was a bomb in her checked baggage, officials say. Trump's weird new rant about Robert E. Lee contains a baffling three-word claim. Afghan allies in hiding, executed in the street. Jewish people know this haunting story. Man protecting his wife is beaten unconscious at MN State Fair, charges say. Donald Trump debuts questionable claim about 9/11 involving two big firemen. Magnet milestones move distant nuclear fusion dream closer. Taiwan's president commissions domestic-made naval warship. Former Central Intelligence Agency official announces bid to oust Elise Stefanik from House. AOC responds to Kellyanne Conway saying she won't resign from U.S. Air Force Academy Board. Don't let the fascist victim complex hit you on the way out. Massive collection of trash growing in the Pacific Ocean. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. COVID cases among children are surging in the U.S. as students head back to school, The Guardian. China tells Tencent and NetEase to focus less on profit as gaming crackdown expands, CNN. USA fight back in Honduras to revive World Cup qualifying campaign, The Guardian. Islamists see big losses in Moroccan parliamentary elections, The New York Times. Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes' trial for fraud begins, ABC News. Surfside condo victims allegedly had identities stolen for luxury shopping spree. The Hill. Supreme Court delays the execution of death row inmate who wanted pastor with him, NPR. Canada federal election, party leaders spar in first national debate, BBC News. Dollar firm on cautious risk mood, Euro looks to key ECB decision, CNBC. Jennifer Lawrence pregnant with first child with husband Cook Maroney, page 6. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Matt Damon runs a secret Instagram account and people think they've found it. The healthy snack bars approved by kids and nutritionists alike. 12 ways therapists are personally coping with COVID anxiety, again. 7 TikTok acne treatments dermatologists don't like. Trump insiders are quietly paying team members to post partisan sponken. United Airlines employees with vaccine exemptions to be placed on leave. Jennifer Lawrence, Cook Maroney expecting their first child. Fox News goes to bat for the unvaccinated again and again in damning superkit. Howard Stern tells anti-vaxxers who catch coronavirus, go FK yourself. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. $900 K plus in cocaine, meth seized at border. New technology can pinpoint emergency calls. Coroner identifies man killed at mobile home park. Muslim teen speaks out after harassment. Man plans to start business with lottery winnings. Video shows car weave through bicyclists. Students head to help with hurricane cleanup. Priests look back at role they played in NYC on 9/11. Man becomes victim after hiring caregiver. Major flooding closes roadway, expect delays. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. At least 14 dead in fire at North Macedonia COVID hospital. Biden to push for stricter vaccine mandates. Mindy loses strength but will drench parts of Southeast. Olaf Scholz is running as the next Angela Merkel, and it seems to be working. Men fall behind in college enrollment, women still play catch-up at work. Inside Missouri's Second Amendment sanctuary fight. Bolsonaro bans social networks from removing some posts. House panel start writing $3.5 trillion social policy and climate bill. China increasing rejects English and outside ideas. Why art struggle to address the horrors of 9/11. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Robinson, Pepe, U.S. Flip W Cup qualifier, beat Honduras 4-1. Clint Eastwood received star-studded tribute ahead of latest film Cry Macho, a national icon. Eddie George, other former All-Pros, making impact at HBCUs. Chapman homers, Montes shuts down White Sox essays and skid. Astronomer responsible for demoting Pluto narrows search for hypothetical Planet 9. Darvish earns first win in 11 starts, Padres beat Angels 8-5. Eduardo Escobar's homer lifts Brewers past Phillies 4-3. Senator Roger Marshall, American workers versus socialist state, how long can we expect them to carry the load? Soto's go-ahead homer sends Nationals past Braves, 4-2. Hayward's walk-off HR intent gives Cubs 4-1 win over Reds. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Thursday, September 9th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Fourth stimulus check, will you get another relief payment? Chris Wallace on book Countdown Bin Laden, SEAL Team 6 viewed hunt for Osama bin Laden as suicide mission. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. PCC warns biological men should not be allowed into women's toilets or prisons over security fears. Priti Patel sanctions push-back tactics to turn migrant boats around. Plane carrying the German national football team declares mid-air emergency. Land Labrador, Abby the dog steers a bodyboard across pool to fetch her ball and avoid a soaking. Armed police arrest alleged knifeman who took terrified staff hostage at Bristol petrol station. Young mom of one had to shave her head after her boyfriend spotted a bald spot. Bully police officer, 57, launches sickening assault on terrified 10-year-old autistic boy. Heathrow warns passengers to expect unacceptable queuing times. AstraZeneca's COVID jab can trigger nerve disorder Guillain-Barré syndrome, EU says. Prince Andrew has lunch summit with the Queen at Woodland Cabin in Balmoral. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Your call was important to Glenn Palage. It may have cost him his life. The World 9/11 created, what if the U.S. had not invaded Iraq? And Korea shows off civil defense units in toned-down parade. Taliban allows at least 200 Afghan dual nationals, including Americans, to leave the country. Smoke alarm sound at International Space Station. West African bloc sends delegation to Guinea following coup. Britain prepares to force back migrant boats crossing the Channel, spurring war of words with France. Xi Jinping's crackdown on everything is remaking Chinese society. Report, apartment building collapse in Egypt kills 3 lawyers. Pentagon chief, Al-Qaeda may seek comeback in Afghanistan. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Growth worries hit markets, as more UK firms struggle to fill vacancies, Business Live. Coronavirus Live News, Italy gives go-ahead for COVID-19 booster shots. Kristen Stewart felt Princess Diana gave her sign-off for Spencer role. The Taliban takeover must not mean the end of international aid to Afghanistan. Christopher de Bellaigue. France to offer free contraception to women under 25. It feels like home. Why are Black Americans moving to Costa Rica? Blacklisting terrorist groups, the post-9/11 strategy that only serves to prolong war. Sophie Hasperslag. France threatened with legal action over use of pesticides. Contagion fear as China property giant Evergrande struggles to repay $300 billion debt. NFL 2021 predictions, who is capable of stopping Mahomes and the Chiefs this season? The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. FBI releases new videos of suspect who planted pipe bombs outside RNC, DNC. Biden Justice Department expected to sue Texas over abortion law, source. David Muir, the 9/11 survivor story that stays with me. Fire alarm sound at International Space Station. Idaho patients in hospital halls amid COVID rationed care. Portland mayor, keeping police away from protest a mistake. United lays out employee rules as vaccine requirement looms. Yankees star Derek Jeter inducted into Baseball Hall of Fame. Vaccinated Florida congressman tests positive for COVID-19. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Afghanistan, protesters defy Taliban intimidation. International Space Station, smoke triggers alert on board. North Macedonia, deadly fire guts COVID hospital. Australia may cancel Afghanistan test if women banned. US Open 2021, Novak Djokovic will face Alexander Zverev in semi-final. North Korea, military parade features hazmat suits, gas masks. COVID, Sydney reveals plan to end month-long lockdown. China offers $31 million in emergency aid to Afghanistan. Lebanon, a country plunged into darkness. Respect, Jennifer Hudson on embodying soul legend Aretha Franklin. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Austin, Al-Qaeda may try to regroup in Afghanistan. On this day, September 9, 1956. 55 years of Star Trek celebrated in LA. AP Top Stories September 9th. Years after he lost his dad on 9/11, a Navy sailor inspires his shipmates every September 11th. 9/11 made the tiny Pennsylvania town world famous. 20 years later, it feels left out. Come From Away comes back to Broadway. Some states may soon need to ration care. U.S. says it can give boosters while still sharing shots abroad. Live COVID-19 updates. 9/11 conspiracy theories cast long shadow. Nothing you can do but wait. In New Orleans, frustrations rise over Hurricane Ida outages, death toll rises. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Only election losers cry voter fraud. Remember that during the California recall. Op-ed, why did so few Latinos identify themselves as white in the 2020 census? Glendale man to plead guilty to federal hate crime for attack on Turkish restaurant. Former state employee with record of fraud to plead guilty to ed scam. All eligible LAUSD students would have to be vaccinated by January under board proposal. California flex alert extended for second day amid hot weather. New vaccine mandates falter in California legislature as protesters gather in Sacramento. Los Angeles man accused of burning family dog to death. Larry Elder cuts short Venice homeless encampment tour after hostile confrontation. Vice President Harris, former President Obama join Newsom's fight against recall effort. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Thursday, September 9th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Italy legalizes cannabis cultivation for own use. Liberals win most seats in Morocco's parliamentary election, rooting Islamists. Mrna cancer therapy now in human trials after shrinking mouse tumors. Morocco's ruling Islamist party suffers defeat to liberal parties in elections. U.S. airstrikes killed at least 22,000 civilians since 9/11, report. New superconducting magnet breaks magnetic field strength records, paving the way for fusion energy. The Philippines has started taking in Afghan refugees. UK has authorized border force to turn boats carrying migrants back into French waters to prevent them reaching the UK. Spain supplies New Zealand with 250,000 extra vaccine doses. TikTok's algorithm is promoting sexual content to children as young as 13. Prince Andrew bolts to Balmoral to avoid sex assault allegations. The world's biggest plant to capture CO2 from the air just opened in Iceland. Anti-logging protest becomes Canada's biggest ever act of civil disobedience. Appalled by rich countries hogging vaccines, WHO extends booster moratorium. No more promises, we just want vaccines for low-income countries, WHO director says. Chinese state media label George Soros a global economic terrorist. The next headlines are from Forbes. China tells Tencent, NetEase to overhaul gameplay and curb in-game spending. Burger King takes a page from competitors, recruiting celebrities to promote the removal of 120 artificial ingredients. Hyundai safety chief talks battery fires, reducing traffic deaths, smarter vehicles. U.S. funded journalists left behind in Afghanistan, we must get them out. U.S. cities for the first time could turn their billions invested in airports into cash for other projects. How to make next-level barbecue chicken. Wheels risk coming off as booming bike industry cannot keep up. Will Donny van de Beek be given a genuine chance at Manchester United? Billionaire Forrest Lee seed to raise over $6 billion as Singapore tech giant eyes global expansion. Taliban agrees to allow 200 U.S. civilians and other foreigners to leave Afghanistan on charter flights. The next headlines are from Nature.com. China prepares to test thorium-fueled nuclear reactor. Face masks for COVID pass their largest test yet. Pollination advantage of rare plants unveiled. Intercellular CRISPR screens reveal regulators of cancer cell phagocytosis. The world in a bottle. Daily briefing, made-up words communicate across cultures. Seismic sleuths unmask the earthquake that wasn't. Hybrid light matter states formed in self-assembling cavities. Transmembrane transport in inorganic colloidal cell mimics. Large metallicity variations in the galactic interstellar medium. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,730,376,251 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Prince Philip, the royal family remembers documentary set at BBC, Global Bulletin. Series Mania TV Festival to host 2022 edition in March. Il Buco cinematographer Renato Berta on challenge of shooting in the darkness of Europe's deepest cave. Javier Rebollo's Lolita Films, Argentina's outdoor cinema re-team for Francisco Maurice Camionero. Watch trailer for Venice Days Closer Lovely Boy about Rome's trap music scene exclusive. Asian Film Awards nominations favor titles from China, Japan and Korea. Ali Murataba talks about Venice Days title Private Desert, Brazil's Sun, Masculinity. Sundance triple winner Hive chosen as international Oscar contender from Kosovo. Global Citizen Live solidifies LA lineup with Stevie Wonder, Her, Demi Lovato, Adam Lambert set for the Greek. New Zealand Film Festival to showcase 12 local titles. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. The FBI releases new video of the suspect who planted bombs before the Capitol riot. Machika, one of the world's oldest penguins, dies at 31. A major decision from the FDA today could dramatically reshape the vaping industry. Babies, the Delta variant and COVID, what parents need to know. Pentagon chief warns Al-Qaeda may seek comeback in Afghanistan. Supreme Court delays the execution of death row inmate who wanted pastor with him. First came a quake in Mexico, then strange blue lights, people feared the apocalypse. Florida cannot enforce its ban on mask mandates during an appeal, a judge says. California bill passes, giving Amazon warehouse workers power to fight speed quotas. A nurse is bringing light to a dark time with a chandelier made up of vaccine vials. The following headlines are from The Week. Social conservatives are making the same mistake Paul Ryan did. Biden is bungling the pandemic response. What 9/11 means to kids. Late-night hosts are bemused at Trump spending 9/11 doing live commentary at a Florida boxing match. Crowds cheered as workers took down and dismembered Richmond's Robert E. Lee statue, Trump complained. Ida's Louisiana death toll rises to 26 with 11 newly reported New Orleans fatalities. Governor Newsom, Democrats are now cautiously optimistic about the California recall election. Supreme Court halts Texas execution over inmate's request for hands-on final prayer. Kellyanne Conway tells Biden to resign after she's asked to step down from military advisory board post. Derek Jeter jokingly refuses to thank only baseball writer who didn't vote him into Cooperstown during Hall of Fame speech. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. 100 years ago, a flood reshaped San Antonio. A new book shows how little has changed. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Space continues to be hard. Firefly's Alpha rocket detonates shortly after launch. Ground-based observatories could use stars Hades to see planets too. This is a 3D printed steel floor prototype for a lunar habitat. NASA has too many spacecraft to communicate with. Time to build more dishes. Pencil December 18th, tentatively, into your calendar. That's when James Webb probably launches. What formed the strange troughs on Vesta? A flurry of fall binocular comets. These are the news headlines for today, Thursday, September 9th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Webb telescope new launch date December 18th. Small asteroid schemed close to Earth, hours after discovery. What is gravitational lensing? Moon and Venus after sunset September 8 to 11. Blue and gold orbiters bound for Mars in 2024. The next news is from Politico. For European Union, Afghanistan is now a four-letter word. Hope fades as Iran pushes nuclear program and talks stall. Russian emergencies minister dies during Arctic drills. How the Delta variant bottlenecked Biden's presidency. Trump wanted out of Afghanistan, now he wants to bomb it. Christie steps out of Trump's shadow and stokes 2024 buzz. Could COVID-19 finally end hunger in America? This is what the GOP has unleashed. Justice Department planning to sue Texas over abortion law. Texas execution delayed by U.S. Supreme Court. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Victoria records 324 new COVID-19 cases as state trials new nasal swab for children. NSW Labour power broker backs Christina Keneally switch amid backlash. Ka gets green light for awards night, Zara looks at more time. Gold Coast vaccination rate below par despite Delta risk. Enormous opportunity, Matilda's set to host 2 USA friendlies in Sydney. Heat on Chief Health Officer over lockdown exit plan. Secret vaccine doses for NSW? Well, not exactly. NRL bosses rule out use of bad boy fund to compensate NRLW players. Wings and a Prayer, sobs tribute to woman who supported me all my life. The unsung manly hero helping Triple soar to new heights. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Kelley Blue Book, the 11 best features of the Hummer F. NerdWallet, 6 questions to ask yourself about expanding your small business. Next Avenue, this social media deal is way different, how I became an influencer and TV host at 65. Market Snapshot, U.S. stock futures ease amid tightening concerns at Fed and ECB. The moneyest, we're getting married and have a baby on the way. My wife has offered to pay off my $10,000 student debt and $7,500 car loan. Business travel has not rebounded, so how can tourists fill the gap and find hotel and flight deals? Peter Morici, Powell risks his legacy if he doesn't start tapering soon. I have 3 children, I claimed my house to my most responsible son, now he has blocked my calls. The Wall Street Journal, Biden administration set to sue Texas over new abortion law. Earnings results, GameStop stock sinks nearly 9% on mixed earnings results. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. R&D, IP and standardization are key elements for an innovative India, CNBC TV 18. Dairy Deep Dive, Yili talks to DR about rankings and plans, dairyreporter.com. Neurometrics, solving unmet needs in diagnostics and therapeutic neurostimulation, Seeking Alpha. 100 Reasons to Party, annual Reeves Festival, a part of Historical Society's Centennial, The Republic. AI cannot patent inventions in the U.S., for now, The Star Online. Another Apple Pay patent infringement accusation, The Mac Observer. Patent owner estoppel isn't as threatening as it seems, Law 360. Your USPTO, trading card number 21 Beulah Louise Henry, Inventor's Digest. Texas Patent Litigation Monthly Wrap-Up, August 2021 Fish and Richardson, J.D. Supra. Federal Circuit Update, August 2021, Gibson Dunn. The next headlines are from Quartz. SEC versus Coinbase, Taliban versus women's rights, football versus productivity. How to tell the crypto hype from a crypto reality. COVID-19 is reversing gains in the fight against HIV, TB, and malaria. Chinese businesses are at the forefront of environmental change in Africa. U.S. labor unions are backing mandatory vaccinations. Marchetti's constant. Why the U.S. has a record 10.9 million job openings. By 2032, most airline passengers won't remember pre-9/11 travel. Why did the UAE kidnap, abuse, and deport 700 African workers? Climate cooperation actually means climate competition to both China and the US. The following headlines are from TechDirt. C-Hub celebrates 10 years of existence, with a record 88 million papers available, and a call for funds to help it at AI and go open source. China's new youth online gaming restrictions birth underground workaround industry to defeat it. New Texas abortion law likely to unleash a torrent of lawsuits against online education, advocacy and other speech. Rupert Murdoch learns why intermediary liability protections matter. Australia says media orgs can be sued over Facebook comments. Computer repair shop owner has to pay Twitter's legal fees over bogus slap suit regarding Hunter Biden's laptop. Will COVID become Australia's 9/11? Daily Deal, the 2021 Google Software Engineering Manager Bundle. The role of confirmation bias in spreading misinformation. Biden has wasted a year failing to fill top telecom oversight spots. External investigation finds small number of Aurora PD officers create the most problems, plus 98 other reason to improve. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Doogie Kami Aloha, MD. Triple H. Elizabeth Holmes. Djokovic. Jennifer Lawrence. USMNT. Tropical Storm Mindy. Anthony Fauci. El Salvador vs. Canada. Austin Eckler. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Belarus set to refuse illegal migrants deported from European Union countries, as Lukashenko ramps up refugee border row with West. Switch to remote learning set back hundreds of millions of South Asian children due to lack of online devices, UNICEF. We are fine, Germany national team says mid-air scared that forced plane to make emergency landing was precautionary measure. France to extend its birth control support program, offering free contraception to women until they turn 25. Japan's COVID state of emergency to be extended until end of September. Crusader against critical race theory Christopher Rufo loses Twitter blue check mark after reporting on CRT in big tech. Massive U.S. stimulus spending to blame for global wave of inflation, Putin aide says, as Washington warns it could default on debts. Indian economy on track for strong growth after second COVID wave, S&P says. Doctor's orders, physio cops 9-month touchline ban as 2 players are suspended, club lose point over game abandoned after violence. Bristol police respond to knifeman inside petrol station as staff lock themselves in safe room. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. French Supreme Court charges Lafarge with crimes against humanity for funding ISIS in Syria. Europe needs Nord Stream 2 more than it likes to admit. The 6 largest Wall Street banks issue market red alerts. Billionaire stakeholders abandon the EU stocks ahead of today's hawkish ECB meeting. Sweden announces it will remove most remaining COVID-19 restrictions. Turkey, Iran and Pakistan rapidly bolster border security to halt Afghan refugee wave. Housing is a human right, rent activists step up pressure ahead of German elections. How the FBI's war on drugs helped 9/11 happen. China mulling eventual takeover of Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan, report. COVID-0 New Zealand has completed its transformation into a full-blown police state. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Nicaragua orders arrest of prominent writer Sergio Ramirez. India's deepening love affair with Israel. Israel attacks solidarity protests for escaped Palestinians. Remote learning setting back millions of Asian children, UNICEF. BRICS Summit, Afghanistan likely to dominate discussions. India evicted 21 people every hour during COVID, advocacy group. Is the world any safer since the September 11th attacks? North Korea parades military hardware to celebrate founding. The U.S.-Saudi special relationship 20 years after 9/11. China extends $31 million in emergency aid to Afghanistan. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Gavin Newsom silent as Larry Elder hits back against racist egg attack. Intolerant left will not stop us. Capitol fence going up again before rally for jailed January 6 protesters. Nolte, Biden fail, 64% still concerned about the coronavirus. NFL silent on whether it will honor America, 13 service members killed in Afghanistan. Palin rips fake feminist AOC for menstruating people remarks, I'm embarrassed for her. Nolte, CNN LOL's Chris Sully eyes is still spreading 70% ivermectin poison control lie. Tom Cotton, Biden plan gives unlimited green cards to unvetted Afghans. Poll, Republican Glenn Youngkin takes lead over Democrat Terry McAuliffe in VA Gov race. California tribute to 13 fallen troops vandalized, 13 American flags, 1 Marine Corps flag destroyed. Public Interest Legal Foundation, 27,287 Georgia mail ballots were undeliverable, over twice Biden's certified margin of victory. The next headlines are from UPI News. Florida man opens new business, wins $1 lottery jackpot on same day. Look, lost dog reunited with owner after taking solo ride on city bus. Watch, animal control hunting for escaped zebras in Maryland. Watch, large alligator rescued after days trapped in Florida storm drain. Watch, Minnesota farmers hunt maize aims to educate about crop. Watch, athlete holds plank position for over 9 hours, breaks Guinness record. Watch, rhino escapes from enclosure at Nebraska Zoo. Look, jar of Elvis Presley's hair auctioned for $72,500. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Tiny home village in Albuquerque helps homeless transition with social services and opportunities. Firefighters finally reached deaf dog trapped in storm drain after 10 hours of trying. 100-year-old grandma sets Guinness World Record as a powerlifter and continues winning trophies. Watch. 8 in 10 Americans have taken steps to improve their health since the pandemic started, poll says. China bans written exams for 6-year-olds to reform the hyper-competitive pressure in schools. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Thursday, September 9th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Ivermectin causes sterilization in 85% of men, study finds. A prisoner swallowed Nokia 3310 and needed surgery to remove it from his stomach. City of Loveland agrees to $3 million settlement with dementia patient forcibly arrested, injured after forgetting to pay for $14 in merchandise. Ashes dumped in Watertown yard, illegal without permission. Omaha Zoo sends warning after rhino escapes enclosure. The disastrous voyage of Satoshi, the world's first cryptocurrency cruise ship. Customers prefer bigger dining tables as they work from home. Florida man fed up with potholes plants banana tree in road. Cops, teens film drive-by slushy attacks. Ohio man charged after claiming dog shot itself in face. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. 3D printing is giving Paralympians an edge. Leaked images of the Facebook and Ray-Ban glasses look just like Snap spectacles. The Facebook and Ray-Ban smart glasses look cool, but no thanks. No, I don't want to grow my business. How to disable chat and meet in Gmail everywhere. The iPhone 13 isn't out yet, but the iPhone 14 is already leaking. Why Alexa and not Alexander, how gendered voice assistants are hurting us, they help. If you're ever wanted to create video games, this training can show you how for only $15. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous review, I keep rolling. Twitter apes Reddit with the launch of its communities feature. The following headlines are from Science Daily. How confined protons migrate. Stretching the capacity of flexible energy storage. High-energy shape memory polymer could someday help robots flex their muscles. Massive new animal species discovered in half-billion-year-old Burgess Shale. How land birds cross the open ocean. Insect protein has great potential to reduce the carbon footprint of European consumers. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Thursday, September 9th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA readies James Webb Space Telescope for December launch. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Salt Lake City urges caution after finding mercury may be in Fairmount Park's pond. Reports, Big 12 presidents to rubber stamp membership for Bayou and others Friday. 6 Utah massage parlors raided in human trafficking bust. Gordon Monson, Stuart Adams or Donovan Mitchell, who you gonna hear and trust when it comes to race in Utah? As Utah reports 1,500 new COVID-19 cases, hospitals brace for a post-Labor Day surge. Utah Senate President says Utah Jazz star Donovan Mitchell doesn't really understand what happened with critical race theory push. Utah County Attorney will no longer seek the death penalty. This family calls him a coward. Police officer and suspect are shot in Sandy. Tualatin County Council overturns school mask order issued by its health department. Gordon Monson, is Bayou on the verge of joining its quorum of the 12? The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Amazon to open $21 million state-of-the-art warehouse in Tijuana slum. Strange, repeating radio signal near center of Milky Way has scientists stumped. Researchers complete first ever detailed map of global coral. MIT design project achieves major advance toward fusion energy. The open source initiative names Stefano Mafuli as its first executive director. After citing Apple on privacy, Germany says it uses Pegasus spyware. Biden offers ambitious blueprint for solar energy. World's largest direct air carbon capture system goes online. Lenovo's first Windows 11 laptops run on Ryzen. UK.gov is launching an anti-Facebook encryption push. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Parkway School District to add special 9/11 lesson plan that coincides with 20th anniversary. Jared Schmidt Day, among other efforts to remember fallen Marine. Opportunities to help St. Louis area food bank set for later this month. Thousands line 12-mile route to honor fallen Winsville Marine. St. Louis Cardinals, Riders co-sponsor Bone Marrow Drive honoring late Post-Dispatch columnist Joe Strauss. Shooting inside cab on I-55 leaves passenger dead Wednesday morning. Should Albert Pujols reunite in St. Louis with Molina, Wainwright for 2022 Swan Song? Romance scam, Missouri woman sends $1.20 to Fobo. Counties with the highest COVID-19 death rate in Missouri. Counties with highest COVID-19 infection rates in Missouri. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Hundreds of new parking meters may go up in Pacific Beach. Kamala Harris visits California for anti-recall rally, grabs in and out before leaving. Statewide flex alert urging power conservation extended until Thursday. Police will install lighting, increase patrols amid recent shootings near Mission Beach. Chula Vista missing mom search hits 8 months as family spars over visitation with children. Padres infielder Jurickson Profar forms bond with Call of Duty pal. Video, California border agents rescue man caught in riptide near border wall. Santa Barbara father indicted in killings of 2 young children in Mexico. Teen boy found dead in San Diego juvenile hall. Ex-San Diego County Chief Medical Officer sues for wrongful termination. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Sikorsky Boeing team submits proposal for U.S. Army's next-gen helicopter. The next headlines are from SUP China, top news about China. In Taiwan, a contentious quest for transitional justice. BlackRock get $1 billion from Chinese mutual fund investors. U.S.-China trade was never intended to be fair. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Thursday, September 9, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. When can we expect Bay Area counties to relax mask mandates? Elizabeth Holmes drawn as villain, underdog as trial begins. In classroom COVID transmission remains low in Marin County schools. 5 years sober, former meth addict joins SF probation department to help others. Stanford begins COVID-19 vaccine trials for children under 12. San Francisco supervisor calls for hearing over troubled Millennium Tower fix. San Quentin prison guard, 2 others charged in attempt to smuggle cell phones into death row. Curry's introduced bus to serve as mobile resource center for kids in Oakland. UCSF nurses allege chronic understaffing, overworking. VP Kamala Harris gets in and out on California anti-recall trip. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Against a stunning river sunset, Pro-Anza Shallow returns. Now arena events just got easier for visitors with sensory issues. Warrenville lifts citywide ban on video gambling. Elmhurst police searching for owners of electronics found after business eviction. Some Wayne residents urging village trustees to discuss dog's fatal shooting. Risk of COVID-19 transmissions in Cook, McHenry counties inches down. Libertyville police planning license plate readers at 5 locations. Naperville 203 school board approves 4-year contract with teachers. 1 person killed in crash on Randall Road in Elgin. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Coldplay to host grand opening concert at Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena. Early fall is spider season in Seattle, but don't be afraid, experts say. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Olaf 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Larry 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0.322 million. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Mindy 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Orange alert for Tropical Cyclone Constant 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Red alert for Tropical Cyclone Chanthu 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 10.581 million. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.8 m, depth 10 km, in Tonga September 9, 2021, 4:59 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.6 m, depth 10 km, in South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands September 9, 2021, 3:47 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Thursday, September 9th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Another refreshing front on the way to Houston. Coronavirus updates, Biden to unveil new 6-point COVID vaccination plan. Body of Houston mother presumed dead still missing after 3 years while husband sits in jail. Human skull and several bones found in Northeast Harris County wooded area, HCSO says. Texas man who stabbed store clerk 29 times gets execution delay over pastor's touch request. Family with newborn among those who lost everything in Pasadena apartment fire. Houston's groundbreaking mobile stroke unit is saving lives, study shows. Remembering 9/11, where were you when the towers fell? Department of Justice preparing to sue Texas over abortion law, source tells ABC News. 2 men charged with murder in deaths of couple who were gunned down in front of home in 2019. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. France to offer free birth control to all women up to 25. Unionist leader says Brexit deal could sink in Ireland government. The latest, Biden to lay out plans to boost vaccine uptake. Analysis Taliban hardline path worsens Afghanistan dilemma. Europe could see less stimulus, but it's not a taper, yet. Mindy, now a tropical depression, dumped rain over Georgia. Japan extends virus emergency until end of September. 6 new COVID-19 cases confirmed in Taiwan, tally at 16,062. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Report recommends slashing number of NYC Board of Elections commissioners. NFTs are disrupting the art world, but they don't have to ruin the environment. Heavy rain and thunderstorms to drench tri-state area. Extra, an oral history of SNL's post 9/11 episode. Photos, Nick Cave's mosaics grace new 42nd Street shuttle connector. Photos, great food and lots of fun at Harlem's new Uptown Night Market. 2021 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to return in full with crowds, barring any unforeseen circumstances. After presidential visit, NJ neighborhood destroyed by Ida hopes for change. Beached rat carcasses indicate mass rodent deaths during Ida, experts say. Early edition, Pentagon wants your suggestions to rename military bases named after Confederate generals. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. 20 years after September 11, 2001, institutions on decline, but religion rising? Afghanistan's girls need our unwavering support in education. The Forbidden Love. General Assembly President calls for halt to nuclear tests. COVID-19, unacceptable deals and delays, hampering life-saving COVAX deliveries. Make mental health a priority across the board, UN chief urges. National ownership critical, once guns fall silent, Security Council hears. Climate action, Guterres hails Latin American and Caribbean leadership. In a watershed year for climate change, the Commonwealth Secretary General calls for urgent, decisive and sustained climate action. Yemen, climate of fear grows, all sides to blame, say rights experts. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Rutgers bars unvaccinated student from attending virtual classes. Afghanistan, what's the cost of 20 years of war? Harmful language trigger warning added to U.S. Constitution on National Archives website. How the corporate media is indoctrinating Americans with fear and lies. Bankers say El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment is a warning to other countries. Declassified UK, Margaret Thatcher's support for Afghan jihadists covered up by UK censors. Pfizer paid the largest criminal fine in US history, lawsuit details. Prince Andrew has avoided NY sex accusers' attempts to serve him legal papers. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. This 500-year-old swimming head fossil once swam the world's oceans. Only 100 corporations responsible for most of world's greenhouse gas emissions. North Carolina has 170 COVID clusters in schools, centers. Did Lyft announce legal aid for drivers caught up in Texas abortion ban? Idaho patients in hospital halls amid COVID rationed care. FTC investigating broken McDonald's ice cream machines. Did WSJ op-ed by Biden in 1992 claim he wanted to destroy national sovereignty? Elizabeth Holmes drawn as villain, underdog as trial begins. Varsity Blues trial promises fresh insights in old scandal. No, special apps cannot remove stickers from Facebook photos of kids. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Big tech companies helped fund far-right groups pushing for Texas abortion ban. You don't know John Mulaney. Greg Abbott takes the lead in the GOP's race to the bottom. When your favorite songs were banned in the wake of 9/11. Biden ended the war, but Guantanamo Bay is still open. 9/11 families hope the truth about the Saudis is finally here. Why does the New York Times hate sex workers so much? The war on terror turned out to be a war on ourselves. Christian Dior created beautiful fashion. He also knew how to sell it. This gem-like library put America on the architectural map. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Afghan hospital workers bear witness to new chaos following Taliban takeover. Taliban to allow 200 Americans, other civilians to leave Afghanistan. Mets provide updates on Brandon Nimmo, Jacob deGrom. Robber fires gun, steals $100K in loot from NYC jewelry store. Aroldis Chapman woes won't end with Yankees in danger. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The rise and fall of Arecibo Observatory, an oral history. Why haven't humans reached Mars? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Crew smells smoke and burning in Russian part of space station. Child COVID hospitalizations hit record high. Biden to unveil new COVID plan as Delta variant surges. We've never seen this. Texas doctor struggles to save patients as COVID-19 overwhelms hospitals. U.S. coronavirus cases top 40 million as infections rise in children. Biden issues warning on climate change after touring Ida damage. U.S. Coast Guard investigating nearly 350 reported oil spills after Ida. Massive Calder fire nearly half contained. COVID cases up 300% compared to last Labor Day weekend. COVID cases among children hit record high. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Video, more than 150 shots fired in killing of 3-year-old boy in Charlotte, warning, graphic. Woman hiking in San Francisco Bay Area dies after tripping and falling over 50-foot cliff, officials said. Deputy mayor in Rockland County had 16 unregistered guns and multiple fake FBI badges his home, feds say. Mobile vaccine centers in Colorado shut down by angry anti-vaxxers. Treasury Secretary Yellen warns Congress to raise debt ceiling or run out of cash. Biden ousts 18 Trump Military Academy Board appointees. Los Angeles Police Department has carte blanche to collect social media data from anyone its cops interview, report. Spanish bishop resigns after falling in love with erotic fiction writer. QAnon dad who allegedly killed his 2 kids with a spear-fishing gun over serpent DNA indicted on first-degree murder counts. Richest 1% dodges $160 billion in taxes each year, Treasury Department finds. The following headlines are from military.com. Biden orders 18 Trump appointees off service academy boards. Veteran suicide rate shows biggest drop since 2001, but remains high. Air Force says costly new F-35 engine research is needed even if it's a dead end. U.S. Navy launches Mideast drone task force amid Iran tensions. Air Force posthumously promotes de Gaulle, last of the World War II Doolittle Raiders. Mandatory COVID testing for unvaccinated Department of Defense civilian workers to start this fall. Virginia cuts Confederate General Robert Lee statue into pieces. Invisible behind their bases, security after 9/11 changed the way American troops interact with Germans. Evacuees plead for action, we are in some kind of jail. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Timeline, the allegations against a former Chicago Blackhawks video coach. Byron's nuclear plant has generated jobs and revenue for decades. Now its future is on the line in Springfield. We're pawns in a big chess game. War over in Afghanistan, but contractor from Lombard is still held captive. His anguished family asks, when does it get to be Mark's turn? Column, Jim Jordan says real America is over COVID, time to make stupidity embarrassing again. He helped the Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup, but now 2 lawsuits are bringing scrutiny to a former coach's behavior around young players. Advocates call for lights out as 32 million migrating birds expected to fly over Illinois Wednesday and Thursday night. Supercell thunderstorms produce nearly 70 miles per hour wind gusts, baseball-sized hail, 1 inch of rain and possibly a tornado, forecasters say. Chicago police leaders acknowledge missing consent decree deadlines while promising to speed up reforms. An Orland Park woman's home-raised monarch butterfly makes it to central Mexico, 2,000 miles away. What are the chances? Chicago's Resurrection Medical Center resists pressure to provide unauthorized ivermectin treatment for COVID-19. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Confederate statue's 1,887 time capsule set to be removed. Astronauts smell smoke, burning on Russia's International Space Station module. Australia vows to keep mining coal despite climate warning. Marine protected area status can boost fish populations by almost 400%. MRI scan reveals spectacular ice age landscapes beneath the North Sea. Have COVID-19 lockdowns affected passion and intimacy in relationships? Is the nature of academic research changing? Limiting fossil fuel extraction to keep global warming below 1.5°C target. Cats less stressed after adoption by families with children with autism, study finds. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Thursday, September 9th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. The 17 best dog foods for small dogs. The mysterious ingredients in your cannabis vaporizer, and the health risks they may pose. Here's how daylight saving time influences wildlife. Picky eating, can we blame genetics? How to spot synthetic faces online, the clue is in the eyes. 16 best magnesium supplements for type 2 diabetes. 20 best magnesium supplements for constipation. 13 best magnesium supplements for sleep. 16 best magnesium supplements for women. 10 best CBD oil for back pain. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Indonesia, Australia urge Taliban to respect rights of women. Polish Senate to take up bill seen as limiting media freedom. Analysis, Taliban hardline path worsens Afghanistan dilemma. Christian Pulisic hurts ankle in U.S. qualifier at Honduras. Spanish League joins blockchain world and launches NFTs. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, September 9, 2021. Horoscope September 9, 2021, Hugh Grant, take the time to recognize what's meaningful to you. Ask Amy, her insensitivity about the gift was the last straw. Harriet Cole, my wife calls me out when I act like my dad, what should I do? Miss Manners, she won't honor the family plan concerning grandmother's jewelry. Dear Abby, I'm heartbroken by what I've learned about my son's fiancée. Dixie Fire surges toward Old Station, spurring the new evacuation orders. At crucial point in postseason race, Oakland A snap losing skid against White Sox. Lafayette, man dies, child injured in collision. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. North Korea shows off civil defense units in toned-down parade. Taliban bans women's sports in Afghanistan, report. IG, top justice official broke rules by letting job seekers use Fed's computer. Larry Elder, California recall candidate, targeted by egg-throwing crowd at homeless camp. Civilian Climate Corps proposal fuels fears of Green New Deal Army. Biden Family Foundation sues U.S. Commission on Civil Rights over public records request. Kellyanne Conway, Trump appointees fired from service academy boards. Ted Wheeler, Portland mayor, keeping police away from protest a mistake. Assad Khan, ambassador, Pakistan key to terror fight in wake of Taliban takeover. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Chicago sought a tech-based solution to distributing rental assistance, but residents say system is error-prone. FBI pressured U.S. resident to sign away his green card, forcing him into exile. General failure, how the U.S. military lead about the 9/11 wars. Legal observer sue the NYPD over assault and detention at Bronx protest. Press freedom bill would protect journalists facing persecution, but not Julian Assange. How Sirhan was mentored through parole by Suge Knight, mafia leaders. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Thursday, September 9, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Teen boy, 16, shot in Gresham. Bears predictions, Week 1 at Rams. Man killed in Little Village shooting, police. Things to do with kids in and around Chicago. Pritzker to pick up GOP challenge today from venture capitalist who raised nearly $11 million in past 6 days. White Sox cannot come through when it counts in loss to Athletics. Horoscope for Thursday, September 9, 2021. Jason Hayward's walk-off homer lifts Cubs to series victory over Reds. 17-year-old shot walking in West Garfield Park. White Sox Eloy Jimenez not in lineup a day after taking screamer off knee in dugout. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Kissing pics of South diva Shreya and hubby. Realme S vs Redmi Note 10 Pro Max vs Galaxy M32 5G. Alankrita Sahay held hostage and robbed. Here's why the Bitcoin roller coaster ride is on. EC announces Bibles for 6 Rajya Sabha seats. Corona letter, India getting ready to vaccinate kids. The incredible story of Leave Miss Diva 2021 finalist, Ruchi Chetri. New York Fashion Week Men's Day returns. Literacy Day offer, get 50% off on Toy Plus. Why Byju's is in a hurry to launch its IPO. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Thursday, September 9, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Things to do. Upcoming food and drink events in Houston this summer fall 2021. Best bets the week of September 9th to 15th, 2021. Best of Houston 2021, Best Food Hall. Assessing the ceiling and floor for Houston Texans in 2021. Particular brilliance, Juliana Hatfield. Best of Houston 2021, Best Late Night. Best of Houston 2021, Best Live Venue, Small. Best of Houston 2021, Best Sports Bar. Best of Houston 2021, Best Museum. Turner orders mandatory COVID tests for city workers. The next headlines are about world records making news. Cristiano Ronaldo is a Guinness World Record holder for goals scored and will have Man United milestones, Talksport.com. Dwayne Johnson holds a Guinness World Record in clicking highest number of selfies in 3 minutes, did you know, Koinoi. How to handle pain with a planking Guinness World Record holder, GQ Australia. Watch, Australian Daniel Scally holds plank position for over 9 hours to set Guinness World Record, scroll in. He is the world record holder. Akash Chopra expresses shock at Deepak Chahar's exclusion from India's T20 World Cup squad, Sportskeeda. 100-year-old scoops Guinness World Record for oldest female competitive powerlifter, Daily Star. 24,459 rocks later, Grapevine display snags Guinness World Record title, The Dallas Morning News. DeGrasse backs Thompson Hera to break 100 world record in Zurich final, The Guardian. North Carolina angler catches a bizarre world record, Outdoor Life magazine. She donates blood to save lives. Now a Stamford woman's 224th pint may land her a Guinness World Record too, The Advocate. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Hallelujah, the new Roomba can avoid pet poop. Star Trek, Picard's new Season 2 trailer goes full Back to the Future. Star Trek, Strange New Worlds beams up its new crew. Star Trek, Discovery doesn't have a new trailer but it finally has a Season 4 premiere date. Star Trek, Prodigy's new trailer asks what do kids need with a starship? Cybercriminal gang just leaked 500,000 Fortinet VPN users' passwords. Motorola's over-the-air wireless charging tech might be cool, but probably won't be fast. Amazon cares about rules now that it thinks Elon Musk is breaking them. The Los Angeles Police Department's spy tactics detailed in over 6,000 pages of newly released documents. India is trying to contain latest outbreak of deadly Nipah virus after 12-year-old dies. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Yanbo in Saudi Arabia at 120.02 degrees Fahrenheit or 48.9 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 97.06 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 71.7 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. What to expect from Apple's September 14th California streaming event. WhatsApp end-to-end encrypted messages aren't that private after all. PlayStation CEO nixes free cross-gen PS5 upgrades for good. Fusion startup builds 10-foot-high, 20 Tesla superconducting magnet. Failure is not a crime, Theranos founders' lawyers tell jury. Amazon slams SpaceX, tells FCC that Musk-led companies are rule breakers. Appalled by rich countries hogging vaccines, WHO extends booster moratorium. Lenovo clones the iPad Pro with the $610 P12 Pro. Riot Games anti-cheat software will require TPM, secure boot on Windows 11. The Whoop Strap 4.0 launches today, 2 years after its predecessor. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Jim Jordan accidentally shows the true face of the American fascist. AOC to Kellyanne Conway, don't let the fascist victim complex hit you on the way out. Watch, Fox News hilariously adds a laugh track over exclusive interview with Donald Trump. Texas banned abortions at about 6 weeks, but the time frame to get one is less than 2. Whether Greg Abbott is ignorant or just a liar matters for the future of democracy. Bill O'Reilly predicts he will wind up in prison as he walks book on Newsmax. Rachel Maddow warns Trump's election lies are now standard operating procedure, Republicans are doing it everywhere. Biden Department of Justice to sue Texas over its anti-abortion law as soon as Thursday, WSJ. Airline lets workers claim religious exemption from vaccines, but they have to take unpaid leave. Los Angeles Police Department told cops to scrape social media of every person they stop, even if they're not ticketed or arrested. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Vast majority of fossil fuels must stay in ground to avert catastrophe. How the pandemic prepared Texas abortion networks for the worst. The best Holocaust movie you haven't been able to see yet. Indigenous hip-hop star J25 is the first Native woman inducted into the Recording Academy. We're spending peanuts on a problem more deadly than malaria. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Russia space chief invites SpaceX's Elon Musk over for tea, space.com. Another worldly 4-day road trip through Nevada, AARP. Silicon Valley startup funded by billionaires hires top anti-aging experts, LPAR in English. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Jeff Bezos funding Silicon Valley tech firm to make him immortal, Jizbit. Jeff Bezos ups his investment in immortality, the motley fool. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Thursday, September 9, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Army confirms testing of UFO debris. A UFO conspiracy theorist, The Lonely Journey. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Thursday, September 9, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.